Dr. Dekita Rembert, class of 2011 at the Fort Valley State University. I am from Macon, Georgia, but I spent half of my time between Macon and the outskirts of Savannah at Richmond Hill. During high school, I guess the first 2 years, 3 years, kind of still finding myself as a young teenager. It wasn't until I met a teacher in math, because I was doing poorly in math. And again, I couldn't find my confidence in the academic space. And she was like, you can do this. She saw the potential in me. And that what was changed my trajectory. I started doing dual enrollment and also got my associate's degree while I was in Savannah. I always tell people about, they always ask me why I was interested in computers. Because in high school, that was the time that I would spend countless nights and mornings on the computer. There was a time period where I took time for myself after high school because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And at the same time, I was working a fairly good paying job, but I just felt like there was more. I was kind of tired of school at that time and didn't want to go straight into school without being prepared mentally, physically. And at that point, I just knew that there was something else. So while I was working, I had a bright idea of going to Fort Valley as far as just checking out the school, seeing if it was a best fit. I wish I could remember exactly who it was that I spoke to and met with, but he just welcomed me with open arms. He showed me around the campus. He told me the ins and outs, and the excitement that he showed toward me was just unprecedented. I didn't end up going to any of the other schools as far as visiting that I planned to. I knew that not only did I choose Fort Valley, but Fort Valley was choosing me. So when I went to Fort Valley, it was actually a good thing for me. I feel like it was the best time for me to go at the age of 22 because I was focused. I knew that I wanted something more out of life, and Fort Valley State University was able to give me that. On campus, it felt like family. We helped each other when we were down. We helped each other study. We helped each other get over these humps and things of that nature, and people were welcoming. That's the feel that you get at Fort Valley. We all take care of each other. So being in the computer science and information technology department at Fort Valley, it was difficult, but I had professors who cheered me on, told me straight up what I needed to know. When Dr. Soignier came to Fort Valley, she was not only teaching us, but she was pulling us to the side and letting us know what we should do outside the classroom, whether it was conferences, research projects, networking with other professors. She was also the one that pulled me to the side and said, I don't know what you have going on, but you need to focus. And that really was the moment where I started thinking of things that would help me. As I said, okay, where do I want to be? And figuring out what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be, where I wanted to go, and what steps can I take to get to that space. Maybe like a year or two before graduating, I networked again outside of Fort Valley State University and went to Carnegie Mellon for an internship there. And I met Dr. Tereski through my network at the Fort Valley State University. And I worked with a robot that delivered snacks around the Carnegie Mellon Robotic Institute. That actually gave me first-time experience or hands-on experience with robots, with research, doing something that's never been done before as I worked on the speech application of the robot. When I went through that experience, it really led me to not only believe, but have confidence in myself that I can really do this research thing. And it was fun, it was exciting. That's what led me to speak to my undergraduate advisor about going to getting my doctorate, and she was like, you can do whatever you want to do. So I completed my bachelor's at the Fort Valley State University in computer information systems. My PhD process was going straight through, so I didn't have to complete my master's. So I went from a bachelor's degree at Fort Valley State University to my PhD at the University of Florida in human-centered computing. And that's pretty much psychology and computer science mixed. So we look at the cognitive aspects and the human condition as it relates to technology. Currently, I have accepted an offer at the Naval Warfare Center in Virginia, and they work on Navy warfare systems and the technologies that are accompanied with military. The first thing that comes to mind when I think of Fort Valley State University is possibilities. The possibilities are endless. So it's important to give back. It's very important to give back to the Fort Valley State University because we understand resources are necessary to continue to see it flourish, to continue to see it grow. And it would just be so helpful in giving back any means necessary. If it's not money, please give back your time. It's very important for the students to see us, for the students to know us, for them to understand that they're not the first students to go there. They won't be the last students, and being able to let them know, hey, this is the industry, this is the place that I'm working, building pipelines that allow Fort Valley students to be able to contact you and getting their resume, getting their CV together. I think it's so important to give back and do what we can do to help. And remember, you can empower the possible. Brick by brick,